Greetings, Felchin, in time and space. This is your host, TheAmariaShadow, and welcome once again to another installment of Answers from the TARDIS. It's actually been a while since I've last done one of these. I think the last time I've actually done this was when I gave my thoughts to Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. So it is good to come back and just sit down and talk to you guys and just give you a bit of insight on what's going to be happening on the channel, as well as things that are happening in my life from this point forward. So for those that don't know, starting tomorrow, will technically be in the midst of E3 week. So this is actually a big time for me because normally I take this time off to just take in all of the announcements that get showcased at E3 for this year. So what's going to be happening on the channel is that I'm more than likely going to be taking a bit of a break so I can fully ingest everything that happens for the next couple of days. So starting off tomorrow, we will be starting with Summer Games Fest. This is the event that happens every so often, hosted by the Game Awards host and creator Jeff Keighley. And there's not really that much that I'm expecting coming from this. We do know that we're supposed to get over 30 plus game announcements at Summer Games Fest, but the one company that we're mostly focusing on when it comes to Summer Games Fest is definitely Sony, because they are skipping E3 again, so we will be seeing some Sony stuff at Summer Games Fest this year around, and I am hoping to see some things from Sony. I'm hoping we get some details on the new God of War game, possibly Final Fantasy 16, Forspoken, and maybe even a teaser on what's coming up next from them, because with all of the situation that the world is in right now, Sony's game release windows has been quite abysmal. We already know that Hogwarts Legacy, Gotham Knights, God of War, all three of those games has been delayed. The only big game that Sony has that's releasing this year is Horizon Forbidden West, and I never fully played the first game, so I honestly don't know if I'm going to be picking Horizon Forbidden West up. However, I am still giving out the hope that I'll be able to sit down and fully invest some time into playing Horizon Zero Dawn as well as the DLC, just to give my thoughts on it and see how I like it or dislike it. So that's something I'm looking forward to right then and there. Now, getting Summer Games Fest out of the way, we're going straight into the meat and potatoes of this conversation, and that's definitely E3. Now, I have here the official E3 schedule for the week of the 12th to the 15th. And already, I'm not looking too forward to most of these days. Now, starting on Saturday, June 12th, that's when E3 starts. We will be getting showcases from Ubisoft as well as Gearbox and GamesBeat. Now, I don't really care too much about anything from Gearbox. That's the company that mostly makes the Borderlands video games. So I'm guessing we might see something from Borderlands from Gearbox there. I could be wrong. And then we got Ubisoft, who mostly creates games like Watch Dogs Legion, as well as Immortals Phoenix Rising. Those are two of the games that I'm mostly focused on right now, and I want to get my hands on those games somewhere down the line, but right now my money is kind of tight, so I'm not able to get those games. But I am curious on what Ubisoft does have in store for us, so I might actually be watching that the Ubisoft Forward showcase whenever that occurs. That starts at 11 a.m. with their pre-show, then it's the actual Ubisoft Forward starts at 12, so they'll be having the pre-show for an hour, and then the next hour will be at 12. So that is something to look forward to on June 12th, but I'm probably not going into this expecting much. I'm not expecting much from Ubisoft. June 13th, however, this is one of the big days that I'm focusing on, especially for me, because on this day, we have the Square Enix Presents that starts at 12:15, and honestly, this is kind of a sticky situation because we already got some rumblings from Reset Era saying that we shouldn't expect too much from Square Enix there. We are going to get stuff with Life is Strange, True Colors, as well as the collection, as well as the Black Panther DLC for Marvel's Avengers, and we shouldn't expect anything Final Fantasy related at this presents, because what they're saying is because of the exclusivity deal that Sony has with Square with Final Fantasy right now, chances are we might want to keep our eyes open for the Summer Games Fest Sony presentations to see if there's anything from Final Fantasy there. Honestly, I find that kind of weird, but then again, it is a deal that Sony and Square has right now, so chances are they might not be in the wrong. So, other than that, on June 13th, Xbox and Bethesda will be having their showcase. This is going to be the first showcase they've had ever since Bethesda became part of the Xbox family. Honestly, I don't really care too much about Bethesda's games. I wasn't really a big fan of Elder Scrolls or Fallout, so honestly, this is kind of a hit or miss with me. Mostly, I'm probably going to watch Xbox just to see if there's anything that did get showcased at Sony, get showcased there, because I've already said it. I have absolutely no reason to buy an Xbox. I want there to be a reason to buy an Xbox, but as of right now, there has been no reason for me to buy an Xbox, because everything I can buy on the Xbox, I can buy on my Sony system, and more, because Sony always has games exclusive to their system. Xbox doesn't have any games that are exclusive to their system that I actually care about. So that's something, that's my thoughts on that. We also have the PC Gaming Show and the Future Game Show. I am going to be looking towards the Future Game Show because I do know companies like SEGA is going to be at Future Game Show. However, Future Game Show is also the same. The Future Game Showcase is also the same place where they announced more information for their 2 Point Hospital series, as well as the what was it called? I don't think it was Civilization. It was something close to that IP. So I'm not entirely too sure. So I wouldn't expect anything Sonic related from this. So I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. I am hoping that we do see some Sonic stuff either from Summer Games Fest or Future Game Show, but chances are they did the Sonic Central literally a week ago. So chances are we're not going to get anything Sonic related for a while. Also, there is the fact that Katie, the manager of the Sonic Twitter account, just came out and said that we are more than likely going to be getting a Sonic live stream like they used to do. The Season 5 live stream will start up soon, so chances are they'll save Sonic stuff for then. But I could be wrong. June 14th, we're going to be getting a handful of stuff, but mostly the big takeaways from June 14th is definitely Take-Two Interactive's panel, as well as the Capcom showcase. The only thing that Take-Two could really come out and announce that would catch my attention is if Rockstar was part of this panel and they announced the next GTA title. Honestly, I will say this, even though they don't think it's the case, because they're still making lots of money on it, GTA 5 has literally run its course, in my opinion. I don't enjoy it anymore, and I'm just ready for the next title. I am ready for GTA 6, and I wish they would just move on already. Capcom, now, Capcom could announce something for a new fighting game. Maybe. I doubt it. Maybe a new DLC for Street Fighter V. It might be what they could announce, but personally, the only thing from maybe even a Mega Man game, which that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind a new Mega Man title, but the one big takeaway from Capcom that I'm hoping to see is possibly a teaser on the next Ace Attorney title. We already know that they're going to be showcasing stuff from the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles at this event, so maybe we won't see anything from Ace Attorney 7 per se, but the fact that Ace Attorney is definitely going to show up here is a given, and I'm so happy for that. So I will definitely be sitting in on the Capcom event when that begins. That'll be at 2:30 on June 14th. June 15th, however, might be the biggest part of the E3 event this year, because that will be the day we get a new Nintendo Direct. We will be getting a Nintendo Direct at 9 a.m. that day. And after the Nintendo Direct, we will be getting a 3-hour-long Nintendo Treehouse Live event. So that's cool. And this Nintendo Direct is apparently going to be a 40-minute long Direct, which will showcase stuff that'll mostly come out in 2021. So I'm hoping to see some stuff that I'm definitely looking forward to. I'm hoping to see something from Bayonetta 3, maybe a teaser of Breath of the Wild 2, and maybe, just maybe, some stuff from Pokemon. Pokemon will show up as there, like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as well as Pokemon Legends Arceus. Then again, Pokemon might, Game Freak and the Pokemon Company might do their own thing, showcasing more Pokemon stuff. Then again, I could be wrong. And lastly, we have Bandai Namco showing up on June 15th at 2:25 later that day. And Bandai Namco, I'm hoping to see some new anime titles from them. So many people are hoping we will get Elden Ring from Bandai Namco at E3. Somehow I doubt we're going to see anything from Elden Ring, and I know I'm probably going to get hated for saying that, but let's be real. If they don't show anything about that game at E3 this year, that game was never real. That game was never real, and I doubt we'll ever see anything about it anytime soon. So I'm going to be real with everyone and hope that we will see some new anime titles. Personally, there is some rumblings from CC2 right now that there's another game that they're developing, and apparently what the developers showcased, the lead director at CC2, apparently brought him to tears. I'm personally hoping that this will be a look towards a possibility of a Bleach video game, because it's no hard secret that the director of CC2 is a big Bleach fanboy. So I would love to see the resurgence of Bleach in the video game industry, because I don't think we've gotten a Bleach video game, a console video game, mind you, ever since the PS3 with Bleach Soul Resurrection. Love that game. If no one's ever played it, I do feel sorry for you. It was a good game. So I'm hoping that if CC2 is making a Bleach video game, that'll make my day, and I'm hoping it does come out this year, if not sometime early next year at best. Now, of course, it wouldn't be Bandai if we don't see anything from some of their bigger anime IP video game franchises showing up, so I'm kind of expecting to see something from One Piece there, as well as Dragon Ball. People are expecting that we'll see another Naruto video game, but I feel like Naruto has run its course, because when it comes to Bandai, they mostly focus on things that are relevant, and as it stands, Naruto is actually done. Naruto is done. They're in the middle of the Boruto anime and manga series right now, so if we do get anything related to that franchise ever again, it'll mostly revolve around Boruto's story. Naruto's story is done, so I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Now, I will say there are a couple of things I hope to see from Bandai when it comes to other IPs like Dragon Ball. I am hoping to see some teaser towards Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. This is the highest thing I could possibly ask for when it comes from Bandai, that I hope that they show us something from Xenoverse 3, because Xenoverse 2 is a good game. And that's literally the only thing I can say about it, because when it comes right down to it, yes, it's a good game. It's sold well, but so many things are wrong with that game that I really don't enjoy that game at all. And when I say that, I'm talking about, of course, the netcode issues, certain broken mechanics, and that's just some of the things that I could complain about right then and there. And this is stuff that should have been fixed day one in the game, but they literally have spent over 4 years working on the same stuff, trying to fix the same stuff, and they still haven't done it. So I'm hoping that if they announce Xenoverse 3, this will possibly be the news I'm looking forward to, because I'm hoping this means that they've fixed all the problems that Xenoverse 2 has and decided to move on with the next title, because there's still one more DLC pack that they are still doing, plus with all the character votes that they just introduced. So I'm hoping that this will be the last DLC for Xenoverse 2, so they'll finally be able to move on to the next title in the franchise, if there's going to be a next title. And then there's some thoughts about a sequel to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I find that kind of weird because Dragon Ball Z Kakarot already showcased stuff from Z and the Super movies. I'm not classifying them as Dragon Ball Z movies, even though some people say they are Dragon Ball Z movies, but let's be real, they're Super movies because they showcased Resurrection F, they showcased Battle of Gods, they got Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God transformations in the game, and the next DLC is supposed to drop soon, which will be introducing the History of Trunks arc, which I am so happy for because I feel like that was a missed thing in the base game, so I'm glad that's finally making its way to the game. Now, just because I'm focusing on E3, there are a couple of things that are happening throughout this week that I do want to bring attention to on the channel. Starting off with tomorrow, exactly. Tomorrow, the DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake will be dropping. We'll finally be getting Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, and I will definitely be bringing a playthrough of that on the channel for you guys as soon as I possibly can. I'm not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow because, like I said, I'm going to be focused on all the events that are happening tomorrow. But depending on how I feel after that event, I might actually be live streaming tomorrow. I wish I could just live stream all of the Summer Games Fest event live, but I don't have a computer that... Well, I do have a laptop, but it's not really a good one. And I don't have a capture card, so that's kind of sad. I'm not able to do this stuff. But I do hope everyone is prepared to see the Yuffie DLC. I'm excited for it because Yuffie is definitely one of my favorite characters in the Final Fantasy VII Final Fantasy franchise. So I hope this is going to be fun. Anywho, that's about all the information I have for now. Now, for future things for the channel, as I just said, we will be doing a Let's Play on the Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrated Yuffie DLC as soon as we possibly can. And we will also be doing a Let's Play of Scarlet Nexus on June 25th? June 25th? When does Scarlet Nexus come out again? I got my iPad right here so I can just look this up. Scarlet Nexus. June 25th. Okay, so when June 25th comes around, we will be starting a full Let's Play on Scarlet Nexus. And somewhere down the line, we still haven't gotten the release date for Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles. I'm expecting a release date for that coming from SEGA, either on Summer Games Fest or at the Future Games Show. So I'm expecting to see a release date for that soon. And I'm hoping that it still retains its 2021 release date. So whenever that gets dropped, I will definitely be doing a Let's Play on that as well. Sonic Chronicles. Jesus. I've been playing Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood recently on my 3DS. Still a fun game. I will be bringing a Let's Play on Sonic Colors Ultimate when it drops in September. So we have a bit of time to wait for this one. And here's the big takeaway from this year that I'm hoping that everyone will enjoy this. I've been keeping this to myself for a while, rethinking it and rethinking it and rethinking it again to see if this is something I really want to do. But now I finally decided. Once November 23rd comes in, I will be doing a Let's Play on the Endwalker expansion of Final Fantasy XIV Online. Now, let me reiterate on this. I'm only doing a Let's Play on Endwalker. Now, granted, if you wish to see a full Let's Play of all of the expansions all the way up to Endwalker, I could do that. But, ow! I broke a fingernail. That's nice. But the only way I'll do that is if the first few episodes of the Endwalker live stream series does well. If I see that nobody is watching this live stream series, I will immediately end the series and continue playing this game on my own free time. Because Endwalker has a special place in Endwalker. Final Fantasy XIV has a special place in my heart. This is a game that I enjoy playing all the time with my friends on my own free time when I'm not doing anything else. So, if you guys wish to see a Let's Play on this, you have to show me that you want to see this series. Otherwise, I will take it that no one cares, and I'll just continue playing it on my own free time. But other than that, that's my plans for this year. So I hope you guys are prepared for it. I hope you guys are prepared for it, because with how I play Final Fantasy XIV, my live stream episodes will be long. I can no-life this game. So I hope you guys are prepared for that. These will be longer than most of my live stream episodes, so I do hope you are all prepared for that. Anywho, that is about all I have to say for this Answers from the TARDIS, so I will leave you with the remainder of this dungeon run that I was doing. I was doing part of my daily trials in Final Fantasy XIV for this video on an alt character of mine. So if you ever play the game and you come across this character on the Lamia server in the Primal data Center on Final Fantasy XIV, just give me a shout out. I always enjoy meeting new people. So that is all the time I have for today. So enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you all for watching, and as always, your host, TheAmariaShadow, saying along Z, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Goodbye, everyone!